My background is predominantly travel and transportation. I worked at British Airways up until 1996 in the UK. 1996 moved out to Seattle and worked at Microsoft in the travel business group, which then became Expedia. Ran North American operations up until 2000, and then I relocated back to the UK with my family. So I built and ran Expedia's European operations up until 2006. Then I left and became a board member at Expedia. I did that for 4 years. Then I moved back out to Seattle to start a couple of businesses up in Seattle with some old friends. Came back to the UK and set up Uber's European operations. I'm now a venture partner at TCV and have been for about 18 months. And I'm also on the board of HomeAway, the British Automobile Association, and a couple of other boards as well. Well, I've known TCV for many years. In 2000, when Expedia spun out of Microsoft, the bubble burst and we were looking to raise some money. And it was Jay who came to Expedia up in Seattle, gave us our first round of funding outside of Microsoft. And when he and John Rosenberg said, look, would you be interested in being a venture partner based in London? It was a very quick discussion in my own head. And I said yes, and I love it. There's a number of areas where venture partners bring value to TCV. Firstly, they give a different perspective on investment decisions. Not a financial perspective often, but more looking at operations, looking at the organisation, and understanding of how operations and businesses can scale. Second benefit is really for our investment companies. The investment companies increasingly are looking for additional benefits from companies like TCV, and having venture partners who can help and support those businesses that we invest in is actually a really important part of their decision making. There are two things that have been really rewarding for me for being a venture partner at TCV. I'd call out two things. The first is working with the London team, just a great group of people. And if I extend that and talk about TCV generally, TCV just is it's a very sort of humble, a very efficient, very well-run business. It's low ego, full of smart people who really understand what it is that they're doing. I think that's fantastic. I think the second thing that's fantastic is working with the companies that we invest in. There's nothing more rewarding than working with a company, working with the CEO, working with the CEO's team, and seeing a business scale and grow, and being a part of that is fantastic.